And challenge only happens when you are uncomfortable. So embrace that. Embrace the discomfort. Feel it. Let it wash over you. Yeah, that's good. I just keep thinking about how things should be, how they could be, and how long life really is and how far I really have to go. Hi, my name is Nathina Antoinette, popping like a bottle of Moet. Ow, I'm a 33-year-old mommy of 2. In my last video, I was just talking about doing this whole rebrand, and I feel like it's really important to do at this point of my life. I'm just ready to be in control. I kind of feel like life has been happening and I'm just, along for the ride. And although I like the coast, I want to control the direction in which my life is going and how it appears for me. And so a lot of that does come with an identity shift, or what people are calling a rebrand. I want to become the version of myself that is able to achieve my dream life. I think sometimes we hear people be like, oh my god, 30, and then you're 30 and then you're like, oh shoot, life is over, and then you realize, whoa, life is not over. Look at all these older people still out here living. I can still do it. I still have time. So yeah, it's time to hit that reset button. But what does that look like? Well, for one, that looks like embracing change, because things are going to start to look different. Things start to look different. You definitely start to question, is this me? This is not me. This is very uncomfortable. And you just have to be okay with being uncomfortable, because change is not supposed to feel good all the time, especially when you're doing something like this. Like, you're basically stripping off, this outer shell of you to reveal like this brand new little baby version. Like, oh my god, so new. That's going to be pretty painful, and things are going to change. You're going to start to operate different and see things different, and then people are going to look at you differently too. I don't think people are going to look at me differently, because my friends already know. It's the bougie loop down in here, okay? She just been going through something. But yeah, so that's number one. Number two, I think you really have to change your environment, which is kind of hard considering a lot of us have the same pretty much routine. Like for me, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I'm not really around people. Or some of you may work a job. You can't really like escape your co-workers, because you need your job to pay this high-tail expensive life bill. Yeah, life bill that we have. So changing your environment would be like changing the things that you interact with on social media. Is this content haha funny, or like ha detrimental fun? I know a lot of people bring up like the shade room and all that stuff. So channels like that, things that do harsh gossip or basically kind of tear you down or give you the worst outlook, those are things that you don't want to consume, even if it means stop watching the news. I kind of had to cut the news out. Like I was big on watching the news, but watching it before you go to bed, and then as soon as you wake up, it wasn't healthy for me. So you have to identify what a healthy environment would look like to you. What do you want to see? As soon as you open up these apps on your phone, because this is our environment. So as soon as you open this up, what do you want to be greeted with? Should be things that are positive and informative, and that is leading you in the direction in which you want to go, or people who can inspire you to go in the direction you want to go. So the first few things that you should scroll and see is like, oh yeah, well that's about health and fitness. Oh yeah, I'm trying to get on that journey. Oh, that's about saving money. Like, these are the things, whatever the first thing is that you think about in the morning when it comes to what you want to be, that should be what your environment is based on. The third thing is to really sit down, take time to set goals. And not just set goals, but set the systems in which you are going to achieve those goals, and reflect on those things. And one thing that I actually wrote this because yeah, I be like writing stuff down now, you guys, you know, I'm making a change just to rebrand or whatever. But I wrote this a while back. So like last month or a while back. Yeah. But I was watching a Steve Harvey like motivational listening to it thing or whatever, and he was just talking about writing out 300 things that you want. And I think that along with taking the time to reflect and set ambitious goals, that needs to be listing the things that you desire, right? Because are you asking for enough? Are you even requiring enough? I realized that I'm not. You know, life has a lot to offer, and I should want more from it. I deserve more from it. So reflect on that. And then number 4 is, don't be afraid to take risks and step out of your comfort zone. For a lot of us, the season that we are trying to enter into, we haven't been there before, and we probably don't even know people who are what we are trying to become. Never lose sight of what you're after, and that is growth. And growth happens when we challenge ourselves, and challenge only happens when you are uncomfortable. So embrace that. Embrace the discomfort. Feel it. Let it wash over you. So number 5, remember that a rebrand is not just like the physical, right? Because this doesn't matter. I mean, it matters, of course, but does it really? You know, I mean, yes, because we're in a very visual society, of course, yes, but remember, it's about changing your mindset. You have to cultivate some self-love and just embrace what actually makes you different. Embrace who you are, you know, who you are, as in who you're trying to be. But you cannot become a carbon copy of somebody else, because that is still not going to be you. Okay, so you know, just think about that. All right, because we all have like our own unique strengths and things, and there are things that I can do that you can't do, and things that you can do that I can't do. And so although our goal may be synonymous, it's probably going to be a little bit different in the way that we get there, and then what it looks like, what success or what happiness looks like for both of us. Okay, so just embrace your own ideals when it comes down so who you're becoming and who you want to be. And then lastly, show gratitude. I mean, for like the smallest things. Like, I just be like, ooh, look at the wind out there, that's wonderful. Look at the sun, that's nice. That's nice. The sun didn't have to do that today, but it did. And it does that every day. That's beautiful. I got a roof over my head, sturdy floor. You know, just being thankful for everything that you have, and not just that, but also totally understanding, or just trying to convince yourself that life is happening for you and not to you. Although sometimes life is very much so happening to you, but when it is, a lot of times it's not about you, it's about other people, you know, because you are only the main character in your own story. And so we can't always dictate what life looks like for other people, you know, and how they respond to things. And sometimes you're just in the crossfire. So with that being said, do you feel like you're ready to hit that reset, to rebrand? Because I really am. Like, this time it has to happen. It has to do it. So, you know, I am going to continue to share my journey, tips, tricks, hacks, and just things that I learn along the way, because if it helps me, then it may help you as well. So be sure to subscribe and turn on that notification bell, so when I do post videos, you will see them on your, what is that called? Is it a FYP on YouTube?